Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm. In the last episode, we lost pretty hardcore to the city we had played over here in the marshlands due to, in part, some poor choices given by the game, and then probably as far as orders goes, and also some poor choices probably made by a said player of the game who could have made some potentially better choices in the orders given. I wanted to take a look at what these two cities established by the other two factions, the Brass Order and the First Dawn, have available for trades, because we might be able to take advantage of those, if I remember, in one of these episodes. We have trade routes for reeds and sparkdew. We have trade routes for broccoli and mushrooms, and then the Smoldering City offers us a trade route for the spices and the stone. We could work our way out here to get some of these artifacts, but we have 10, so I'm less concerned about those. We could work our way this way to make our way toward some more machinery, which I'm interested in, and we can also work our way down here to get to the same machinery. The Brass Order is working their way here, so we'd have to go a bit away from them in order to get any benefits from it. Wow, 16. And then the First Dawn is establishing here. I'm looking at going down here someplace, and I think this might be okay here, or this one here. They look to be about the same bonus. Actually, this one is a little bit more food because it's got five fives and six fives and a 2. This one has 5 5s and 2 2s of food. Fortunately, there's no machinery that I can get at this point directly, but I think this will be fine. One of these two, they should be about the same difficulty. They have about the same amount of stuff, so I think we'll go with the one that gives us a little bit more food. Let's go out here. So medium map size difficulty is hard, so we're gonna have to fight and suffer our way through this one. Again, we have 2 greens and 3 reds. And someone asked me to list these out in the descriptions of the videos, so I will do that as well, starting from this video if I can, remember. Lots of roots, lots of grain, and remember we're in the orchard, so we're going to get lots of fertile land, I believe, as well. Reasonable amount of eggs and berries, lots of reeds, reasonable amount of stone, copper, herbs, and a little bit of plant fiber and resin. We can take 5 embark points worth of stuff. I don't think I can afford the 10 parts here for 3 reasonably, but I think we'll buy the hammers because they seem to be very useful. And we'll buy the meat and the wood and the broccoli. Yeah, I think so. And let's embark. So we have gain 30 insects for each discovered glade during Drizzle. We have gain double the yield, 20% chance to double the yield production when under the influence of complex food. I'm still not sure if mush soup counts or not as complex food. During Drizzle. Of course, the Looming darkness that always happens during every hostility. Creeping shadows, again, this is if we open a glade during the storm, minus 10 global resolve for 3 minutes. So we need to open our glades during the Drizzle and never during the storm. That's at Hostility 1. At Hostility 2, we lose we have a 10% chance to destroy the yield each production cycle without clothing. Affects only humans and beavers, though. And then finally, at Hostility 2, we have, with the lack of clothing, we have a -2 to resolve, and the resolve penalty multiplies itself every 60 seconds. Now, what I don't know is if this is a persistent debuff, or if it resets itself after the end of the storm. I'm hoping it resets itself after the end of the storm. Seems like it might. But we'll see as we get going. Alright, so let's start out like we usually do, looking for the first glades we want to cut into. I think up here looks like the best bet, or perhaps the only bet. So I think we'll go this way first. Let's go ahead and put down our woodcutter. Maybe facing in this direction. And then we have some stone here. We have some roots here. And we don't have any food visible. We'll go ahead and put down the stone cutter. And I think we'll start them on the roots like this. And then we'll do the stone after. We don't have anything we can do with the scavenger just yet. Let's take a look at what our first building offering is. Forager camp, vegetables, insects, and grain, small farm, or the herb garden. Either of these would be interesting, but I'm not going to take one until we open up a glade. So let's let them... No, let's actually put down the paths first. We'll do our usual path build here like this. Around downtown. No. You goof that one up, Wally. Right there. And there. And let's undo that. I could even put some paths in this way, like that, so that we have a shorter route to get to this that I can delete later. Because I think that I'm going to put the buildings back to back with the main storage. Here. Okay, assign the beavers. They can get started. We'll assign probably 2 people to the stonecutter, since that's all we have at this point. And we'll dig into that glade first, which they're probably going to do automatically anyway, but I'm still going to give them the chance to. Meanwhile, the other 3 people are going to work on building the roads out. And we'll go up to speed 2. First, Cornerstone, efficient brewing. Well, that would be nice. We should be able to get a decent amount of grain here, so making brewing ale would be useful. Gain 5 mushrooms every 10 grain produced, or 5 meat per minute. All of these are really good. But I think I'm going to take the not obvious one, but the stable one, which is 5 meat per minute, and we'll go with that. Because we could always use more meat. And always, if we get the smokehouse, we can always make more jerky. We can always get more meat. Let's go ahead and set up the crude workstation as well. Actually, no, wait, I will... Well, yeah, we better. Let's go ahead and set that up. We may not see the new building that we got at the end of the last episode right away, so we should wait. Opening up glades gives us hammers and workers bonus versus 5 packs of crops gives us a boost to pack of crops production and 10 amber. We're going to take this one, which I wish I'd have gotten a moment earlier before we open the glade. I think we just opened a glade at least. 10 copper gives us a boost to copper bar production, or 5 hammers gives us a bunch of food. I think we'll take this one because I don't want to give away my hammers. And then the crop one is back here. Well, these would be good to sell for amber. And I took too many ancient tablets the last time. I think I'm going to take this, plus we get a lot of insect. We're going to get a lot of insects in this one for opening up glades to contain a small abandoned cache and some herbs, which we need an herbalist camp to collect. All right, so you're done. Let's go here next. Oops. A little bit off there on the cursor. And then we'll move this over there now, actually. And we're just going to cancel these and or delete them. Still don't know... Well, I guess, no, the herb garden is in the herbalist camp, so we still don't know which one we want. Probably going to end up being the forager here, but maybe the farm. I don't know. Let's see if we can get into this glade before the drizzle ends. So we can get the insects we need. Or the foods we need. We'll put in a human here to start making these things. Keeping an eye on that clock. Should we have a good spot there? We don't have anything to make fabric out of. Nor do we yet have anything to make bricks out of, but we do have the stone we can pick up. And you can continue making my road here. Actually, let's do a narrower passage just to narrow down and save some time. And they're picking up copper from the trees, by the way, if you recall this biome. The trees have copper, so we're getting a reasonable amount of copper every time. Oh, come on. Work faster. Chop, chop. Got it. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and let them actually widen this by quite a lot. There's already some farmable land here, so we're going to pick that up very quickly for the next season. Some more stone to mine. And this will give us people or early points for some complex food, which we don't have yet. So we'll have to wait on that one a little bit. I think we're going to take the small farm. Yeah, I think we're going to take the small farm. Let's go with... I think I'm going to go with the workshop. We got it this early, surprisingly. Yeah, I think we're going to take this one. Nice. Pick that? Well, yeah, we'll take it. Greenhouse, herb garden, or the market. That's very early for the market, but given that it has free brotherhood, we could take it sooner. The herb garden, though, is quite interesting to me. The greenhouse, kind of as well. I think I'm going to go with the herb garden, though. Alright, so this building is now useless. Let's render it so. And then we'll pick up the workshop. Oh, this is movable, too. Nice. Move this out of the way. Put the workshop in here. There. We didn't need to move it quite that far, but that's okay. This takes... Oh, no, it takes these things to produce. So we do need to produce a little bit of everything here in order to be able to build this. But then once we make those two of each, like this, then we can move on without the crude workstation. And I can even just delete it, too. Can we get any of this stuff yet? No. Total, no. Alright, you all are still chopping the wood, I hope. We're not going to dig into any new glades, I don't think. No, not until the next season. But we should prep these ones out here before the next season. So let's put a road in. Going this way. I may change that. I need to remember that there's some copper underneath there, because it would work for a copper mine if we wanted it to. Maybe I should actually do the bypass. That way I can see it. Even though it's a little crazy looking. And then we want to do some of these trees like this, but maybe not that one. And then we want to clear out a bunch of these trees here also, if we have the time. That's going to go away eventually. We'll come this way. Maybe we'll take out a few of these trees right here too. How are you doing? You're still chopping. That's great. Put another path in here. That'll go towards the farm. And we could start placing the farm fields. That way they're ready to go once we figure out where the farm needs to go. Which we may or may not be able to do. At this point. Looks like right there actually is the best place for it. So let's just do that. There you go. And you can move down here. Clean up those last few trees. I think there's a farm field underneath there, maybe. And I can't tell, did I accidentally? Oh, there is one there. Okay, good. Some more orders have arrived. 20 crops gives us boost to farm, plantation, which we've never seen, and herb garden production. Or 4 glades gives us faster wood cutting, more hammers, and more parts. Let's do it. And this one? 30 coats, which we need clothing, or packs of building materials, right? We need clothing for both of these, actually. So let's do the clothe 30 people, get a boost to clothing and some parts thing here. That was kind of a crazy layout. Let's not do that, Wally. Not that it matters, but let's not do that. And the storm's just about over with, and we haven't even tried digging into any of these glades yet. So let's go ahead and mark that one, because we're going to move down there and get it going. Human. No. Human. And not that I'm going to not put another human in there, but I guess we could put that lizard in there to help out until we have another human. And you can come down here and get started, because we have a lot of work to do. Do that, and then we can do something like that. I'll put a road right there when I have it. Okay, Cornerstone. Newly discovered resource nodes have 20 more charges, but every time you uncover a glade, 2 villagers die. No, thank you. You can see the content of undiscovered glades by discovering kills 1 villager. No, thank you. Or gain 4 crystallized dew for every 10 spark dew produced. We'll take that one. And then we have people bonus. I think I'm going to take the human and the beavers. Even though this is amber, I would rather have the beavers at this point, because we can build another woodcutter's camp and put some beavers in it. And we can swap out human in here. And we still need bricks and cloth. Are we still having a problem with finding stuff to make the cloth out of? Yes, we are. None of those things come out of the trees. A little bit of the reed fibers should come out of the trees. But apparently we haven't had the opportunity to get enough of it yet. Put those beavers in here. We have 1 lizard left to do working activities. Working activities? Weird. How many charges you have left? Just 3. And then we'll move over to the stone. Then we'll move over to the other stone. I shouldn't have done that much. Actually, I should do something like this to focus them all on this one here before the end of the thing. We have a 10 copper ore thing we can turn in. I'm going to wait a little bit on that, I think. No, we can turn that one in. That's fine. And let's see what we get for a building. The Clothier. Well, that would be very useful since we need coats. The Provisioner, less so, even though packs of building materials, packs of provisions. And then the Carpenter is our 2-star plank. Another 2-star plank. Training gear. Let's do the Clothier for sure. And we will build that out here. And we need to move this down here to the stone now. Let's do something like this maybe. Chop, chop. Get in there. Come on, one more. Not that one. There we go. We got it. More fertile land and or soil and a root deposit. Okay. Let's just do some of this then, but not all the way in, which we didn't mark all the way in, so that's great. And we also need to do some of this. To uncover that field. Put our path in here. I'm going to come this way with it, and then we'll go into the glade that way. And we'll just let these folks chop to their heart's content. Something like that, maybe. Should be good. Actually, this could be rotated even one more. That should be good. We don't need the grain yet, but we'll not plant it for a moment in the coming season. I'll have to change this road if I do decide to put the mine in there, because it's going to need to use these 2 tiles, which actually means that the road can't pass through here. Okay. Let's continue this path this way, and we'll move one of these over here like that, and we'll leave this one here to continue with this. Chop, chop indeed. Man, okay, now we've got a little bit of cloth, but now we need the... Oh, we need to switch this to stone. There's the problem. Get started. We definitely do not want to break into a glade now. Actually, we're fine until Hostility 1. More orders to pick. Serving ale. Or a bunch of packs. Let's do the serving ale one. More clothing boost. Or high beaver resolve gives us amber and vegetable production. I'll take the clothing boost, thank you. And 50 religion gives us grain production boost. Ancient artifacts and bundles of herbs or packs of trade goods gives us a boost to the, or gives us a bunch of materials including some amber. I think I'll do the religion one. We haven't had one of those. Now we got two of them, but we haven't had one of those in a bit, I don't think. So we can try those out. Trying to see possibly where the edge of the fields might be. But I still can't tell. But I think we can move this down. I'm going to go and put some roads in here. Even if we need to take them back out. And the stone-cutter's done already. Okay. Then you can go like that, maybe? Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Oh, you're the road builder. Okay, I thought that was one of these folks that was running. We still don't have the food we need for this. We need to get something to make complex food with, which hopefully we will get very soon. Figured lizard resolve would be low. We made it. We also need some housing. Let's do some cornerstoning. Mushrooms for grain production. That's good. Reeds and clay. I don't think we need this one. Let's do mushrooms for grain. And then let's take another cornerstone, or another batch of newcomers. I think I want the humans. We'll do this one here. And we want to put in... Beavers happy here? Yes, they are. We'll do... Actually, we'll do 2 in here. We're going to go up to 30 on... Oops. 30 on all of these. And we'll leave that one with just 2 beavers working at that one... whatchamacallit. And we'll shut this guy down. Go out of there. Well, that's fine, but actually we can delete this even. Can't we? I don't see any reason to keep it. Just taking up space. We have these all replace it now, so. We could take this at any time, though. We do have 10 hammers. Which gives us the complex food that we could use, as well as some fabric and eggs to be able to satisfy this one. But I don't know if that's really that worth it or not. Let's do this. And get in here. And let them get chopping on this stuff right here. Straight into that glade. And then we'll try to get to this one too before the end of the drizzle. We just don't know if it'll happen or not. In the meantime, we can have our builders come in here and build these. I think we'll be able to get away with the farm or the herb garden. We'll do the herb garden right here. Nope, I want it like that. At least to start with. And then we can go from there. Out of stone. Must have made a bunch of bricks. I need to put up the trading post. That would be good. Actually, I'll put it up here like this. Kind of out of the way. And then we need to put up some housing. And I think I'm going to do them up here. But we're just going to do the basic shelters to start with. Do that first, please. Can I get any humans to get started on this, or is it too late? It's kind of too late. That's okay. Oh, we got it. Let's Stormbirds, dewberries, and copper. All right, unpause that. We can go ahead and do these now. Again. We're going to swing this one around like that. This one can go right there. We have orders ready to complete the exploration 3 Glade one. It's probably worth it to turn in still at this point. Even though it's going to raise our hostility a little because of the Queen's Impatience going down. It's better than... Probably better than the alternative. The lumber mill's not as important now, except for the possible manufacture of the simple tools. The smokehouse, however, is very important. And the smelter will be important at some point, or something else that can make copper. But right now, the smokehouse, I think, is my most important pick. So we're going to take that, and we're going to put it... actually, I would like to put it here. Let me try borrowing a woodcutter. To come down... Nope. To come down here. And 1, 2, 3, this thing, like that. Please. And then the Clothier needs a human, preferably. I think we're going to wait until we get another batch of people. Meanwhile, these guys can be cutting at these trees. That can go out as well. This one doesn't need to go out. And we can clear that area so we're ready to cut into this glade when the time comes. And we'll sneak our way into these other ones too, possibly. Zorg has arrived. Zorg brings a bakery and a greenhouse. For probably too much that I can't afford right now. Well, bugs or meat would be okay to sell. Faster harvest or additional pottery production, not at this time. If I really wanted one of these, which I don't know that I do, yet at least, I could probably trade enough meat and bugs, but I think we'll just wait. And we'll see what comes up with later. And the final 2 orders. Beaver majority, 20 beavers gives us some bonuses, which probably isn't going to happen, but I think I will take this Utopia one. Because if we manage to get all this resolve up that high, we get 3 more of these ancient artifacts, which boosts global resolve by a vast amount, and then also gives us a steady stream of amber coming in. Even though that's the similar bonus as this one, or one of the similar bonuses as that one, then that's fine. Rainproof coats, another clothing one versus the 20 beaver one. I think we're going to take this one. This is builder plus 5 items and woodcutter plus 5 items, which is pretty awesome. So maybe we'll actually get this one, and I'll make the trade goods to get that one if we get that far. I think we're in a better place for orders this time than the last map. I'm going to spin this around, and I'm going to put the path in here like this. Okay, we need to finish that farm. This is done, so let's go ahead and move that up to the farm, I think. Although, most of these actually don't need to come out. I think just the one. Maybe we just do that. I'll do 2, just in case, right there. No, that one's fine, too. I don't see any other fertile soil underneath besides the one. So we'll get that one chopped, and then we'll have them join over here. There we go. Come on over here. Like that. You can join in the fun with these guys. Building some housing. Oh, you need to put that field in. Okay. Great. Play a leapfrog with these and put them over there, and we'll put the path in here. We have our one builder still building all the paths and the buildings, the houses and stuff. They're okay without the houses still, but it's not going to last long once we break into Hostility 1. Not that we can't cancel some of the beavers cutting, but yeah. And I think I'm going to have them actually cut some of these trees over here. as filler work as necessary. Come on over here and do that. Lizards and humans are down near down in the yellow, but we should be okay. Still. Yeah, we're fine. We made it. Alright, so you guys have a little bit more trimming you can do here now. Yeah, the 3 beaver one over here is better. We get it done faster. Cornerstone. Prosperous settlement. +1 global resolve. Each time we trade worth 100 amber. 5 coats per minute. Yes, please. They would have to make as many. Alright, we have fertile soil, small abandoned cache, and swamp wheat. The swamp wheat is harvested by the forager. We need some more camps. We need some more camps. Let's take out some of these trees that are here where the farm is. And then we need to work our way there, but I don't think we're going to make it in this time, but we might. And people. Let's do this one. One more beaver means one more beaver woodcutter, I think. Probably. TM. I'm going to swap out the human here for a lizard. And put the human in here. Oh, the humans don't get happy here. Well, then who cares? Turn those off. Turn this on 40. And we still need more housing. One more in here like this. And that's what these guys are here to do, by the way. Is to clear some of these trees out so we can put more housing in. And there's 3 spaces here, so this will be a big shelter on both sides. No glades to open up. No glades ready to open up, so we're fine with that. So I think we're okay letting these woodcutters work. Tempted to take this and take the food. But, oh, we forgot to build the smokehouse. Food, smokehouse. We have the lizards for it and everything. Let's do that stat. It's a 1-star pottery recipe and the 1-star of that as well. Holy cow. Unlimited jerky. Always unlimited jerky. Now that I've thought about it some. We don't have any cloth, any fabric. Is one of these going to give me fabric? No, but this does. Let's do this. This. Actually, put them both in there. Investigate that, please. Borrow back a couple of beavers. Plus that'll lower my hostility. We'll have to lower it a little bit more, but that way they can work on building while these guys work on that, unloading that. I want to actually put one of those beavers in here and take this point as well. I think it was mush soup that we wanted. Yeah, hopefully. Although we could do jerky instead. Maybe we do. Yeah, let's do jerky instead. So Hilda's here. Forager camp. Let's consider doing that. We need some stuff to sell. We need 17. There. We could sell a crap ton of meat or bugs. We could sell some of our coats. 20 pottery for each open glade too. How much are the coats worth? They aren't worth anything. Food's probably worth more. No, not really. That would be okay. We could add 12 more for this. That's kind of... that would be 29. I could sell some bugs for that too. we go. Let's do it. You only live once, right? This one and that one. Although we are getting some amber for this. That's fine. Anything else I wanted from her? She has hammers to sell. Those would be useful to buy. How much are those worth? Let's do... Oops. 20 meat. And 33 bugs. Trade. That way we have plenty of hammers as well. Because we're going to turn the meat, and we're getting 5 meat per minute. We're going to turn the meat into jerky anyways. The bugs we probably would as well if we had the time. Orders ready to complete. The first clothing one. Nice. I should turn that off though for a moment. So that we can save the clothing for building for a moment. Because we need it. And we're not getting that much of the flax stuff. Come on over here and help out with this effort, please. And let's also have whoever's free. Actually, can I do that? Yes, I can. Let's build some lizard houses. No, we can't yet. And I wish I could. Well, maybe we can. Let's do this though. Say hold to left. Need that fabric so we can move on. Put these guys back in. I think I have one still pulled. Yes, I do. Cornerstone. Each newcomer group has 2 additional villagers. Probably not. 10 amber every time a villager dies. I hope not. 40 amber every time I've... These... that one I'm not that interested in. We get too many people too fast otherwise if we do this. I think I'm going to go with the cannibalism one. Because I don't think we'll have anybody die. But I think we might have some lost to leave based on what we just experienced. I think we'll do this one. Even though we're getting steady supplies of meat. And here, yeah. We're getting 5 people as it is. 2 humans sounds better than 1 human, so let's go with this. That'll give us some more stuff to make cloth out of. Thank you. And if I was prepared, we could plant this field. I think I will do a small farm for this one. Can I go there? I can. Should I go there? Maybe. Yeah, I think I should. Delete, delete. We need to put the foragers camp down too, but that's great there. Go that way. I think this road will come this way then. And then eventually up to there. And then the forager camp needs to collect this grain. Wild grain. And we have one of these too that we can turn in for some stuff and things. You still need the jerky because we still need to finish the jerky place. Jerky place. Our path down. Oh, there's some roots there. Oopsie. That's what we'll pick up next with this. Because they're actually done already. We could have a problem, stone and clay wise. Well, you know what? We could actually do a trade for those. We're too far away from anything but the smoldering city, but we can get some stone here. Should we go with the 10 for 10 on the meat? We're going to run out of meat if we do that. We go with the broccoli. We should do the broccoli. Let's start the route with the city. 10 stone per minute. And I also just noticed the time. We should probably move on. Ooh, I forgot. We got more beavers. Wait. There we go. Nope. There you are. Yeah. We should probably move on or end this episode and pick up here tomorrow with a and try to make our way through this town so that we're ready for the update that's going to come out in the next day or so. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.